All right, questions for Coach Stevens? Start with Brian Robb.
Hey, Brad, just wanted to check in on Jalen's status. I know he's available. Is he pretty close to full strength? And then also any update on just how Romeo or Marcus is doing in terms of their recoveries?
Jalen is good to go tonight. Should be full strength. Didn't miss obviously much time. Like I said, was feeling better Sunday, and so was trending towards playing today. No timeline update on Marcus. I don't expect him back, anytime in the near future. With regard to our upcoming games, and then I don't have any update on Romeo.
Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad, do you do anything different, not to give your game plan away, to combat a team that takes so many threes and so comfortable in that to where you can't turn your head, you can't expect the drive? I mean, how do you kind of face that?
Well, I mean, they're really good no matter how you decide to guard them and what you decide to take away. They've got answers for it. So I think that, doing things differently throughout the game is probably the right way to go. But they're a really good team. Like if you look at how they play against traditional coverages from a pick and roll standpoint, against blitzing, against, even in isolation, they still end up getting what they ultimately want, and that is you to commit to the ball, over help, be late to help, and then that thing just gets spraying around. They've got excellent one-on-one players in Mitchell, Bogdanovich, and Clarkson, and then they've just got a ton of guys that shoot it, move it, or drive it. And as I said today on my radio deal, I think it's the closest team to the 14 Spurs that we've played with the way the ball moves and how quickly the right decision is made. The ball doesn't stick.
Keith Smith.
Hey, Brad. The team has shot pretty well from the outside, but has struggled some inside and around the paint. Is there anything particular you see with that, or do you just think that's just, kind of the things will even out eventually?
I think we have to make better decisions in those areas. A lot of teams funnel you into the big, right? They funnel you into the size. This is one of them. So if you try to challenge Gobert at the rim, you lose. Like you end up going 16 for 50, right? That's the way that this defense is built, is to try to funnel everything into him, and he protects them. I think that they've done a great job over the years of also adjusting the teams that space him. Some of the late switching that they do, we call veering. A lot of he'll be up some more than he used to be in the last couple of years. And so, this is an expertly coached team who make, every shot difficult to come by, but we have to do a better job of going through a simple progression of reads and taking the right shots at the right time. And some of that is, on an individual move, and some of that is getting off the ball. Again, I think that they're the standard bearer at that right now.
Bobby Manning.
Brad, more of a broad question on the season so far here. Stylistically, with the bigger lineups, just the, stylistic aspect of this team so far, is that the way you prefer to play as a coach, or do you just try to make the best of any personnel you have?
I'm trying to make sure that we get our most impactful players on the floor. That's why we played big a lot. The big lineup wasn't always necessarily good early, but our results were pretty good early. And so the ability to rotate effectively the rest of the game, mix in playing big, playing small, and then as we got more comfortable playing big, the results as far as those minutes and how those have been offensively and defensively have improved. Now that can be challenged. That's very challenging against a team like tonight. But without you know, without Smart in the lineup, without Smart JB, you know, missing JT a lot, obviously Kimba, you know, you got to make a decision on, you know, how to best navigate those minutes. Sometimes at the start of the game, you can manage it a little bit so that you can play the way you want to or the way you think might be best late.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.